Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the North American tour of the Curls by the Sea. This is episode 6, and we're going to tell you what's happened over the course of the year with a little bit of recap, but more importantly, what's happened over this summer, and what a summer it's been. It's been a summer of true challenges, but I'll tell you, without the challenges, you don't grow. Check out this airport. I'm taking a trip. I'll tell you more and fill you in just when I find somewhere to sit and find another non-mask zone. So stick through, I'll get through the security and we'll get right back to you. Don't touch that dial.
If you love me, can you hold me? Can I hold you?
Greetings guys, and hey, thanks for checking me out here again. Tell you, the security was actually quite the breeze. As you see, there's nobody around. There's mask area over there, and basically I'm the only one without a mask here, so it's pretty wide open. So anyhow, so yeah, it's been quite the year, as some of you know. All the challenges. We'll just do a quick recap from January. Started off to head out to Miami, and that got debunked. So two times we tried to get across the border, and it's so strange having some visa issues there. Again, in hindsight, we'll see that it all worked out for the best. I was supposed to be there for 6 months, and so here I am. After that, we're home a couple of months in, and we get hit by COVID, and that puts everything on hold. So after being rejected from the U.S. because of visa, our next plan was to go to Playa del Carmen. So we were all set for that, and just about to book the all the flights and the accommodations, and boom, we get hit by COVID. So that gets shut down. So all our plans get shut down of doing our launch out at the beach, and we're over in London. And so now we're in a COVID situation. Manufacturing stops. And we get products on Amazon. Everything is stopped, as you know. So basically, we're now in a hold zone, and then springtime hits, and like all of us, we had cabin fever, and just couldn't wait to get outside. And during this time, of course, during the COVID shutdown, we couldn't go to gyms, so there was a lot of activity that wasn't happening. Husband going to the gym all the time, and but you couldn't do that. It's so difficult to find routine. Nothing here in the house to do. We have no cardio machines, and trying to do yoga online. That was a little bit of a challenge, but did a little bit of that. But basically, once springtime came, couldn't wait to get outside and go for a walk. And interesting, though, what happened was I found it very difficult to walk, and it was really difficult to ride my bike. And I found that my endurance had really changed, and I didn't know what was happening. Oh, wait a minute! I just heard my flight. Okay, my flight is just called. So let me tell you what happened. You're not going to believe it. Stay tuned. Probably not going to record on the plane. It's pretty tight on there, and I already got a little bit of hassles already. So I'm just going to stay quiet on the plane, and I'll get back to you when we get to the resort. So stay tuned and get back to a nice sunny place. So thanks for sharing. Hey guys, yeah, here we are on the cab. So man, okay, anybody recognize these streets? Oh boy, I missed this. This is gonna be a well-deserved vacation. So, it'll be a working vacation, of course, but it'd be nice to get away from everything as we know, and I'm looking forward to a good couple of weeks of sunshine and ocean and sand between my toes. So, stick around. I'm going to, again, elaborate on what happened over the summertime with my post-COVID experience and what's happening with my health, so, and what caused me to be MIA for the summer. So stick around, and I'll get back to you when I get to the resort.
Never without your love. Never without your love. Never without your love. Never without your love. Never without your love.
Huh? Can I pick it or what? Welcome back, guys. Oh, it's melting out here. Woo! So, yeah, we made it. We made it. Beautiful place here. Great resort. A nice home for a little while. So, yeah, here we are. So, where was I? Okay, so basically, I'm at home and I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm, riding my bike outside, going for walks, and I'm finding it really, really difficult. I'm finding it I thought, holy moly, this is what we're talking about. The cure can't be worse than the disease. And not that I had COVID, but there was obviously something going wrong with me. Didn't get checked for COVID, by the way. I didn't have any symptoms. Okay, shortness of breath, and which we'll talk about that in a moment. But I didn't know. There was nothing else. I had no other symptoms that would even signal that kind of disease, COVID of some sort like that. But anyhow, it was shortness of breath. And what was happening is I also started finding myself being a little bit more swollen. And this was obviously not normal. And again, I'm attributing it to must be from the lockdown and not eating the best. And I'm trying, so I'm going to take out the glasses and nose right out here. Even though I was eating well and being conscious of it, watch the salt, watch the alcohol intake. But still, regardless, that was happening. I was finding swollen face, and all of a sudden started getting distension in the midsection. Very uncomfortable. So we didn't know what to do, and my brother noticed, and my mom noticed, and it just kind of got worse and worse, to the point where I couldn't even walk 10 feet. I said, okay, this is not right. So what did I do? So we went to emergency, and so went to the emerge, and they basically started doing some tests. And basically came to their conclusion at that time that it was a kidney issue. So they said, okay, we're going to set you up with some tests up at the University of McMaster, and go from there, and they'll probably put you on some kind of steroid, and it should go away. Okay, so they sent me on my way, went home, and basically, try to suck it up until my appointments, which were 3 weeks from this point. And again, because of COVID, everything was shut down and all appointments were all over the place. It was really difficult to get anything done. And so about a week in, I'm feeling really crap. There's no way in hell I can sustain this and wait another couple of weeks to see what's happening. So I went back to emergency. And so what happened there was they did some more testing, and thank God there was a doctor there, Dr. Craker, who got the results and said, okay, this is more than just a kidney. There's something more going on here. And so basically he admitted me into the hospital. And I got admitted into the hospital, and I was there for about 10 days. And they were poking and prodding all over and trying to find out what was going on. And they finally came to, they found it. They sent my results to all the different departments, and it went to the heart department, cardiology, and a Dr. McGlure, Patrick McGlure, he was the one who noticed that I had this condition, and a very rare condition. That's why they were having such a hard time determining what the heck was wrong with me. So I'm going to tell you what that condition is right after I get changed, because I'm boiling out here and I'm going to go down to the beach and we'll finish up out there what happened, okay? So stick around, don't leave me now. Is this it or what? Is this paradise or what? This is the best. You know, like beach here, ocean here, sand. Okay, welcome back, guys, and here we are in paradise. So, what a great place to tell you the end of the rest of the story. So, Dr. Patrick McClure, head of cardiology over at the Stravinsky Center there, hospital. He noticed that on one of the chest x-rays in my heart, on the echocardiogram, that it's a constriction of the pericardium, which is called constrictive pericarditis. And that is a mouthful. So, and basically what is that? And let me explain. So, I remember this from early anatomy days, but basically the heart is encapsulated in a bag. It's a pretty close knit bag, close to the heart, very, very thin, and basically it contains the heart. And the heart, it expands fast in this bag, and it only goes up so far. In fact, our maximum capacity with our heart, because of the pericardium, is 55%. So what happened was on the diastolic, on the relaxing part of the heart, when the heart takes in blood, I had the pericardium was constricted. It had calcified on one side, so my heart couldn't expand, couldn't bring in blood. And then so when it was pumped, on this side was okay, but it was just pumping very little blood. So my heart was going like it just wasn't working properly because this block on the bag was constricting my heart. So I was in the hospital for 10 days and we finally figured this out, but I'm still feeling crappy. And I guess it's kind of like good days and bad days how this thing works. You know, I feel lousy, and then I've been feeling lousy now. So it started like in May. Now at this time we're in July, and just feeling, you know, just still out of breath. And they're still telling me, oh, don't, it's gonna get better. Well, so now they found out that I've got this rare condition of constrictive pericarditis, and they send me home with the medicine, colchicine, which is a drug that they use, anti-inflammatory, to reduce the swelling of the pericardium. And this has been used, I mean, long time ago, 30 years ago. In fact, very wine. So what causes this constrictive pericarditis is like stuff like lupus and things that are, you know, AIDS, and you know, they got tested me for all these things. Of course, they didn't have any of this stuff, so they didn't know what caused it. And basically, it stands today. It's called idiopathic, which means it's unknown. They don't know where it came from and how it came from. Anyhow, so they sent me home with colchicine and some Lasix, which is a diuretic to remove some of the water because I was so distended. Because clearly, so what's happening is the blood on the diastolic. That's when the blood takes all the, let's say, water out of your body and then sends it to the kidney. So all kinds of things were going wrong at this time because all my organs and things weren't getting enough blood. And it's interesting how the body works. It works in pure survival. So my brain, like it or not, was still functioning because it was going, all the blood primarily was going, you know, to keep my heart vitals, pure vitals, to, you know, keep me alive. It's amazing how that works. So they sent me home, and within about, I don't know, 2 weeks, and we're, you know, we think, okay, yeah, we've got a cure for this thing. And 2 weeks in was still hell, and symptoms hadn't gone away. And we're hoping, okay, maybe it's going to get better. But it was about the end of July, last week in July, where I pretty much fell down and I had to call an ambulance. and they jetted me to the general hospital. And I did another echocardiogram to see that it kind of got a little bit more swollen, and so as my body was shutting down, it took them still another 2 weeks to decide that they had to do a pericardiectomy. Now I knew this thing had to come out. I knew that there's no way it's going to be. I just felt it. I don't know how, but I just felt this bag was constricting me, man. It's chaining me up. My heart's chained. I want it out. I want it out. Sorry. So, finally took until August 10th. August 10th for them to book the surgery, and it was leading up to the surgery. I was already in the ICU because my body was shutting down, and they had to pump me through a bunch of stuff. And now it's like, is it going to be strong enough for the surgery? I don't remember much of this. My brother, who was there, and my mother were there the whole time. Filled me with a lot of stuff. But anyhow, so they had to bring in the ECMO machine, which is basically a artificial heart and lung apparatus. It looked like my heart, as I said earlier, basically flatline and couldn't pump and do its work anymore. And so that doesn't work. So then pretty much lungs shut down as well. So this machine here, which is new to Canada, only been used a couple of times. Survival rate is about 50%. And also, if you do use this thing, you have to sign off, because you have to put these 2-inch pipes into the legs, and you could lose a leg, so the family had to sign off on that one. So yeah, anyhow, we made it through. I mean, all those things. The doctor said afterwards. The team of doctors said. I mean, other than my heart flatlining, by using the apparatus, everything went as planned. And and here I am. So living proof that sometimes things work out. So the important things have to work out in life, and that's it. So I'm still standing here, and so moving forward, here we are. So I got no pericardium. So what does that mean? So they're looking at me as kind of an experiment. In a way that, because as I mentioned, the heart can only expand to maximum 55% for efficiency because of pericardium, so now I don't have one, and so my heart can expand. Basically, it's unchained, as I said, and so my heart is overwhelmed with joy now. So, but realistically, so what's happened is when I left the hospital, my heart was already operating at 60%, so already at a bigger capacity, so more blood flowing. So we don't know what the ramifications are, positive, negative, so we'll see. Hopefully it's going to be a positive. I feel great. Still in recovery, of course. I've got basically what Frankenstein over here, all the cuts and staples and who knows what. And it was a full open heart, as you can imagine, so they opened me up right up. So that's the last thing right now that's healing is my sternum, so I can't do any kind of lifting right now. Legs are fine, and I'm pretty much working on my endurance. So here we are. So that's how I spend my summer. Yeah, I was in there, and lo and behold, no one really knew. And I apologize for people who were looking for me, and I couldn't get back to them. I know I missed out on a great summer, even though we had a lot of lockdown, and it wasn't much fun, but I do miss some of the bonfires I could have had with a lot of my friends back in South Beach. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just moving forward and just let you know. So these are just detours in life. You've got to roll with it. You've got no choice. And you either cry about it or and fight, but just go with the flow and know that there's a higher purpose for it all. And that's it. A few takeaways. So again, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And if I could just pass on something, if you've got something that is not right with your body and you feel that, please go check it out. delay, do not delay, and go check it out. So thanks for listening, and that's where we're at. So our next episode 7, we're going to get back on track, and we're going to products are now, as I said, they're on Amazon, both in Canada and United States, and we're also going to be doing a new distribution out to salons. So that's something new as well, and we'll tell you all about that in the next episode. Till then, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.